Thank you for tuning into another episode of Take 10 on Tuesdays with the Tennessee Tribune. I'm Jason Luntz. Today I'm here with a special guest, attorney Linda Jones of the Jones Law Group. Hello.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. We wanted to come sit down and talk to you today because we know that the law is such an important subject. Everybody always wants to know where should they go when they get in trouble, or if they have some financial issues, where's the best place to go? I was told in North Nashville you were the woman to see if there were any problems.
I really appreciate my former clients saying things like that about us. We actually have about 3 practice areas, and if we don't specialize in the particular area of need for someone, we will refer them to someone else who's an expert in that area. I've been practicing here in the community for 22 years and love being part of North Nashville and Jefferson Street, and that's probably why I have so many friends and clients out there. And but we focus on bankruptcy. We stop foreclosures.
Great.
Yeah, and Chapter 13 is a tool by which we do that. And then we also handle personal injury cases if someone's in a car wreck and gets hurt. I have an attorney here at the office who has 13 years of experience with State Farm.
Wow.
She's an excellent attorney, and I'm thrilled to have her here. Her name is Philonise Nash. And then we also handle criminal defense cases. I have found that sometimes people are wrongfully arrested, and I have found that there are some people who have some problems and need a little extra support and structure. And if they can get a little attention or some job training or some help with substance abuse issues, that they can, be a regular citizen like anybody else.
That's right. So then when you're defending somebody who's going through a criminal lawsuit, are these the kind of things that you can recommend to?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Some people, I have a large number of clients who have a diagnosed mental illness. And sometimes those people might need a little extra structure or support or framework around them. And, if you need medication and you don't take your medication, then things happen when you forget. And so it's important, to do what your medical provider says and have a family member or a friend or a neighbor who can say, hey, did you take your medicine this morning? That really, really makes a difference in a lot of people's lives.
Yes.
And then, I also have a number of folks that, unfortunately, get harassed by the police. I don't know any nicer way to say it.
Yeah, we're just being honest here. It happens.
Yeah,
it happens.
Yeah, it does. And it's really unfortunate. It's not fair.
Yes. Now, if a person had that issue and they feel they were treated unfairly by the police, what would be the process? Do they just call you? Do they come in?
They would call, set up an appointment, and then I would see them, and we analyze the case from there.
Okay. And with the other things, so if they got into a car accident, same process?
Absolutely. Just schedule an appointment, and we're here Monday through Friday, pretty much 8 to 5, 8 to 4 on some days.
Okay.
And, but we, some people stop in and drop by, but there's always a chance that the attorneys could be at court.
Yes.
So it's usually just a good idea to call just so that the lawyer will be there.
So it's always better to call, set an appointment, and then come at that time.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you also mentioned bankruptcy, and you said stop foreclosures, and I kind of want to switch gears. You made me think of something. So, real estate, it's up and down. How do you feel about the building that we see in North Nashville, especially like Germantown and neighborhoods like that?
I think it's fantastic. I think we're having lots of development over here, and lots of young professionals are moving in over here.
Yes.
We've got more restaurants coming. We're seeing a great growth and revitalization. I like all the changes I'm seeing. It seems good.
It seems good. Yeah, I agree. And definitely, we just hope that some of that comes down Jefferson Street. That would be great.
Well, I really want the Sulphur Dell Baseball Park to come here too.
Oh,
I think that would be awesome for the area.
that would be great. I wonder what would be a good part of. Are they already considering some areas?
They are actually just a block from here, where the old Sulphur Dell Baseball Park used to be. Right off of Jefferson Street.
Right there.
Yeah, so the mayor is considering some land swap with the state, and there are contracts being made, and hopefully it's all going to fall into place.
Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be really good.
Imagine just walking to the baseball game after work.
Because I'm right on Jefferson. That would be great. Now, also with foreclosures, do you see? I know that you're concentrate in this area. Do you see that we have more of an issue with foreclosures as opposed to the rest of the nation, or are we on the same level? or not as bad?
Well, the thing about Tennessee is they usually fall a little bit behind the rest of the nation. And I don't know why, but we seem to have an economic cushion here that other states don't have.
Yeah.
We saw the largest number of foreclosures taking place out in Arizona, Nevada, California, and Florida.
Yes.
Of course, Cleveland, Ohio collapsed completely.
Mm-hmm.
The market there was just terrible. But we felt the impact, and we had the depreciation of home values, and I had a huge number of clients, who were giving back vacation homes and, things like that. We have a recession in this country every 8 to 10 years.
I've noticed that.
And people want to blame it on the president. It's not the president's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the big news flash. It's not his fault. And, our economy, we just have to be ready to weather the storms when they do hit.
Yes.
And if companies are laying off hundreds of workers at a time, then, folks like you and me that have to go to work every day and collect a paycheck, could get hurt. So that's why we save for a rainy day. And I always recommend that somebody has about 6 months worth of living expenses saved, and just don't ever touch it and have that in your savings account.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, I have a method that I've read is try to always give yourself 10% of what you make. If you keep paying yourself first, 10%, and get to that 6 month point.
Absolutely.
That makes a difference.
Yeah, and a lot of real estate agents out there always tell people to buy the biggest house they can afford. And I don't believe in that notion.
Yeah,
I think you should buy a smaller house than you can afford.
Yes.
And that way, because life happens. A husband gets sick, a divorce might happen. There's a lot of things that can happen in a lifetime. And you don't want to build your lifestyle upon 2 paychecks. You want to build it on 1 paycheck.
Yes.
That way, if both people are working, then all that extra money is gravy. It could fund a retirement plan. It could pay for school. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that, you can use that money for. But if you set yourself up to where you have to have both paychecks to meet the mortgage, then the minute you run into a bump in the road, you're going to be hurting.
Wow. See, you could have been a financial planner, too. She'd have been good at that. Yeah. No, you're definitely right. But I have noticed Nashville, it does. I see that cushion you're speaking about because I just recently went to Atlanta. And, Atlanta had an amazing boom in the early 2000s. And I drove through some amazing neighborhoods, like neighborhoods that would be equivalent to Franklin or Brentwood, that ends board ups, and their downtown area is just so many homeless people, and I'm like, but then in Nashville, I go in West End, I see things going up everywhere I go. I don't see a lot of board ups even in urban neighborhoods around here. So I wonder, maybe we just have a good location.
Well, and our jobs are getting stronger here. I mean, the auto industry has pretty much left Michigan and moved to Tennessee and Alabama.
We do have Nissan. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. The auto industry plays a big part. You're right. Yeah. That's a good point. We have a lot of healthcare here in Nashville.
We
Seems
do.
Like it's growing.
A lot of healthcare jobs. But, the good part about Chapter 13 bankruptcy is that it lets people stop companies from foreclosing, and it gives people extra time to catch up on the payments for their bills.
Yes.
And that, I think it's a beautiful tool because it's a federal injunction, and it stops the mortgage company from doing what they want to do. And they will try to railroad people and just run roughshod all over them. And the bankruptcy court says, no, you're not going to do that. We're going to give this person some extra time, and we're going to rearrange this car note, and just really lets people get back on their feet again and get back to a good place again.
So if somebody finds themselves in that situation, it would be worth giving you a call and seeing if you can help.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And we'd be happy to help. Our office number is 983-4500, and you can feel free to visit our website and read a little bit more about all the different areas of law where we practice. Our website is jonesgrouplaw.com. And feel free to look around, click around on those pages, email us. I always respond to email. I'm a working mom. And a lot of times I'm on the computer at night after my daughter goes to bed. And I will usually respond to an email faster than a phone call because during the day I'm in motions and trying to meet with clients. But at nighttime, I'll always respond to emails.
Email's a great way to go. Now, before I let you go, I did want to ask you a little bit about your experience in Tennessee. We were talking earlier, and you mentioned that you are a alumni of UT?
Yes. My blood runs deep orange.
Tennessee fan?
I'm a Tennessee fan, but I also pull for TSU.
Oh,
so
yeah,
because
that's
you know
great.
it's local, it's right down the road,
Yes,
and I have a
yes.
lot of clients and friends who went to TSU. So.
Oh, yes, yes.
But SEC is kind of a religion among the football fans.
It really is. It
Yeah.
really is. And then, so you went to undergrad at UT?
My undergraduate degree was at University of Tennessee at Knoxville.
Okay. And then where'd you go to law school?
Memphis State. I love Memphis.
Memphis State.
Yeah.
So then basically, you have the whole state on lock. You've done the...
I have been everywhere in Tennessee, and
Wow.
it's a great place to raise a family. And you know the court system here in Nashville in particular is probably my favorite in the whole state of Tennessee. We have in some other counties where I've practiced, not been my favorite courts, but the courts here in Nashville are among the best in the state.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, Nashville is definitely a progressive city. They call it the Athens of the South for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know I'm glad that you're here, fighting a good fight for us. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I love living here, and I have tons of friends, and it's just good.
That's great. That's great. We want you to stay. And I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed our conversation. And once again, you have been tuning into Take 10 on Tuesday with the Tennessee Tribune. See you next time.